I'm Norma Jean Shaw with the Royal Examiner, and we're back to talk some more about the Edward Jones 5K race with the founder of the event, Bret Hrbek. Welcome to you.
Thank you.
This is year 11 for you. It's a big deal here in Warren County. We're so grateful for all that you do because you put funds into the hands of students so they can do dual enrollment while they're still in school. That's so important, and we're so appreciative. So let's talk about that.
Sure.
What prompted you to start this?
Well, I'm an alumnus of the Warren County cross country team when I was in high school, and I saw a need for a 5K. We didn't have too many. We may have had one that I knew about at the time. Mm-hmm. We had these new paths and schools to celebrate and to use. And I wanted to help the Coalition's College Access Network at the time to help. At the time it was the last dollar scholarships, so it was the last dollar number to make sure that those kids could go to school. Maybe they couldn't put that financial aid package together. They needed a little bit more. I knew running, I knew races, I enjoyed them, and I thought the community could really use it. So I went to the Warren Coalition. I said, let's get the cross country teams involved because they know how to run races, the coaches. Let's help them benefit as well. And we'll make sure that you all benefit to get these kids to higher education. And then I'll take the lead of putting the sponsors together and kind of running the administration of the pre-race day. And that's how it kind of came together. Everybody was agreed, and we had a successful first one in March of 2007, I think. This is the 11th year of it, 2018.
So I'm sure that the cross-country coaches were thrilled, and the students. How hard was it to pull sponsors in?
Not difficult, not really difficult. The cause itself is a great cause. It's a reasonable amount of money. We were trying to do our best to make sure that everybody benefits. The sponsor is going to get some good exposure, and then of course the money going almost completely to those scholarships. The overhead costs are really covered by Edward Jones, our sponsorship, so we take care of most of that. So almost all dollars raised by sponsors go to those scholarships, and then a lot of the money of the individual registrants, so the racers, most of their money goes to cover help with the scholarships as well. That's why our entry fee might be a little higher than normal, but it is a nonprofit group that we're supporting and feeling confident that money is splitting in half between the Coalition's college scholarships as well as the cross-country team for helping send them to invitationals, cover costs, uniforms, bags, things like that that the school system doesn't provide them because they're not one of those revenue-generating sports like football and basketball.
Sure.
So that's the reason I picked them, is because I'm an alumnus of the
Sure.
of the
Well,
team.
that's a good reason. And when I was in high school, to run a 5K, you'd have to go to Manassas or Fairfax or DC. So it's right here in our own backyard, and all the money, like you said, goes to a good cause here locally. Ballpark figure, how much money have you generated for scholarships?
So for the past decade, I think it's somewhere around $50,000 is what the Coalition's been able to take part of that and give to scholarships for kids that really need it, and the other half going to the cross-country teams from both Warren County and Skyline High School. And what's really cool now about the scholarships for the Coalition is that those dollars are now being leveraged up even greater by helping cover AP tests. Because $60 for some students, that is just not a doable number. So, or whatever the test cost is. So they can take that test and eliminate several $1,000s in a four-year school. They can dual enroll at Lord Fairfax for a couple $100s and eliminate several $1,000s at a four-year school. So we're able to take small amounts of money and leverage them up to a larger benefit. And it's a great program.
That is just so wonderful. That wasn't around when I went to school, and I'm not sure about when you
a little bit.
But to think as a parent who had a child go to college, what a blessing, because a lot of kids in that four-year college career, a lot of kids are getting their master's degree, whereas if they don't, they can graduate oftentimes in 3 years at what a savings.
Yes.
So you're just doing wonderful things.
Thank you. And so this race has also spawned, I think, other races. I've gotten phone calls from other people in the community saying, how did you start this race? We want to do a 5K. And now we have several We have color runs. There's other organizations that have done 5Ks to raise money, and I think that's really neat. And several of them have reached out to me to ask me to pick my brain on how we started. And then I've even had other colleagues of mine from across the country find out about
That was
our
my
race.
next question.
And they're doing things for their communities by doing similar activities. I can't give you specifics,
Sure.
but I know that we've gotten people reach out to us from within my firm,
Right.
asking us what we're doing to help to facilitate that.
So your company overall, Everage Jones, the company, must be very pleased that you've set such a good example in your own community.
I think so. It's one of the things that we do best. Yeah, so this has been a great decade. Healthy, we're increasing health. We're showing off our community. We're showing off the Leechers Run Parkway this year, the brand new multi-million-dollar investment that the county and the town and the EDA made into Front Royal to help expand and grow our community, to open up land. So we're going to get to highlight that, and we're going to get to really showcase that brand new road. And people from all over the area come into Front Royal to run that race, and I think they're going to be really excited to see this really cool course that we're going to have. So I have a meeting here soon with the police department to make sure we have those roads blocked off correctly. Healthy, showcasing the county and the town, as well as helping the kids that really need it in order to make sure that they can be successful in life, as well as our cross-country runners. I think one of the Warren County team went up to Uniontown, PA this past year with some of this money to run an invitational. So it's giving exposure to some of our runners who have gone on now and been really, our boys team went to the state tournament this year. So this has been this is not the cause of it, but it's certainly, I think, part of the development process for our running community in Front Royal. So it's a win-win for everybody, and I get the warm fuzzy to be able to say that I got to help kick this thing off and really affecting people's lives in a positive way.
Well, I can see the joy in your face when you talk about it. It is a win-win. A final question for you. I'm sure that folks will see this interview and say, well, I don't run, I don't have kids in the school system, but I have a few dollars that I could certainly donate. How can folks donate to the fund if they would choose to do so?
So if they want to just donate, they can go to the Warren Coalition's website. I believe it's warrencoalition.org. But a 5K run is a misnomer. It's a walk run. So you can come out and walk the 5K, and we've got people that do that. They've done it consistently. They come out and just enjoy a walk. It's kind of neat if you drive on a road all the time, and all of a sudden you get an opportunity to walk in the middle of it. It's kind of a cool experience.
Sure.
And we do have a plan to do a 1 mile for if somebody wants a shorter race, maybe kids that aren't ready to do a 5K. But this 5K is open from kids. I've got my 7-year-old, which I think she was 7 when she ran it the first time, and we've got people in their 70s that have done it as well. So it's a wide range of people.
You'll take the money, but you'd like to see folks exercise.
I'd love to see people out there. The T-shirts you see them all over the community now,
Yes.
so our sponsors get benefit, and I want to share that message through our marketing aspect of the T-shirts and that swag. So I do want people to participate.
So please come.
Yeah.
We want you to participate. We'll take your money, but we'd like to see you out there walking, pushing your stroller. Just come and participate. The money goes to a good cause. And thanks to Bret, a really good guy, and Edward Jones.
Thank you.
Thank you.